Good morning, good morning. Hello, and welcome to Friday, the 3rd of July. Right, I'm going to pick out two and see which one feels better later on. All right. Oh, hang on, I've got to do this thing, don't I? Do, 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 do. Good morning. Okay, all right. Okay, we currently have the moon at 13 degrees of Aquarius, and Jupiter is making a lovely in conjunct to the North Node. All right, so what is the adjustment that is required today? Oh, hang on, wrong day. Mercury retrograde. Hopefully, it's better than my conversation is better than yesterday, where I couldn't think of the word symbols, symbolism, synchronicity, all of those things. All right, so now tonight we have the moon, Jupiter in conjunct the North Node. This is just part of the reassessment of the things that are important to you. Again, Jupiter is in Leo is going to make everything that is worthwhile even more shiny. All right, it is nice and fresh though, so we're probably wanting to get into things. Good morning, Jay. How are you? We're wanting to get into these fabulous things, but we are wise enough to know that practice makes perfect and just consistency, ladies and gents. Consistency is a word that everybody needs to have in their brains, because if we want to do things, it's just consistent small steps, which makes large habits, which makes expertise in the end. Good morning, Barbara. How are you? All right, so in the words I've got, harnessing tension builds resilience and strength. Have you got something that you have been avoiding? Do it first, otherwise, it's going to continue to weigh on you, and you may be surprised how quickly you finish it and get results. Good morning, Louise. So let go of your outdated fears and expectations, otherwise, you will just remain the same, and that probably feels worse. All right, so this morning I got up. Well, oh my God, we struggled to get up this morning. It was like pitch black. It's still pouring rain. I was like a locked in little lion yesterday, just walking around the house being frustrated because I couldn't go anywhere. I ended up putting my rain suit on and going down to our weir, which is like a torrential. I couldn't have crossed it. I didn't cross it because it was just like a full on river. So, but it's the same. So apparently it's supposed to ease up at 10 a.m. So, because we put off going out yesterday and we have to go today. So it's like, hopefully it does stop raining as torrentially as what it is. Anyway, back to today. Harnessing the tension. All right. So all day today we have the moon opposing Venus. All right. So there could be some tension in your love life, or maybe the relationships that you are in, your desire for freedom and autonomy. Just leave me alone. There's a non-emotional factor here, all right, because Aquarius, bit emotionally detached, whereas Venus in Leo just wants to be fabulous and be completely loved up. But the moon's like, just back off a bit. I love you. I just the open expressions of PDAs are a little bit too much today. So just consider that people might just be feeling a little bit cagey, like like I love you but don't. All right. So just again remember that you know just remember that. That's it. All right. Now at 10 a.m. we do have a sextile to Saturn. So this is where we can just get the job done first. I got up. Even though I was slept in, I've trained already. I got that thing that yesterday I could have done and didn't out of the way today. Feel fabulous. Endorphins are rushing. So, there's that harnessing the tension that builds resilience and strength. And the dopamine hit you get from when you get your little ding ding, I've done something already. So, all of those type of things. All right. Mercury not making any connections. Mercury retrograde, very slow and moving backwards. Actually, how slow is it? It's the third. Oh no, it's still quite slow. Is it still at 26? No, it's at 12. It's at 25.50. So it is slowly starting to move. The tech snafus might settle down at this time. Good morning, Karen. How are you? So yeah, so now Venus is also heading towards the South node being in Virgo. I was talking about this yesterday. You know, maybe one of the things that you are avoiding is something like exercise, or is something like, you know, um, maybe, maybe not. Is there something that your ego is resistant to do because it may make you feel like you're less than? I don't know. I can't quite put that one into words. Again, they're out of sign, right? So again, Venus is being absolutely fabulous in Leo with, all her beautiful robes on. But Virgo's like, hello, you've got details to attend to. And she's like, I just can't at the moment. I'm just so in it. When is she moving? She moves on the 10th of July. Now, I am all the way up to the 12th of July at the moment. And yes, Venus, oh my God, sorry, that was very loud. Yes, she is still in Leo, but she's moving towards her bog witch phase. All right. So I love Venus in Virgo, even though she's in detriment and it's a little bit like, eh. But it's like when she takes off her crown, puts her robes away, gets into her comfy clothes, and goes into the forest to replenish herself. So if you are currently feeling a little bit stretched, or there's too much social happening potentially with this Aquarius moon, just know that your rest time is coming, all right? So there's that. There's a bit of a future. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Your time to process your emotions and replenish your hormones is close. All right. What else have we got? Now, obviously, we've got that Mars conjunct Uranus. That is tomorrow. All right. So be very, very careful with transport. Anything transport related, please. All right. Even just maybe this. Okay, so now it's all sort of coming together. Maybe the resistance you're feeling to getting out into social crowds is not a bad thing. Again, too many people. Um, um, where did I get that from? Oh, the Mars Uranus conjunction. Maybe if you are feeling it and you're forcing yourself, this is where the angry words could come out. So just be aware of that. But again, I'm going to put it in that positive context. Mars in Gemini is looking for inspiration, looking for meaning, and looking for truth. All right, so there's the Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. So we can reframe that into the potentially aha moments that give us the connection that we're after, that then we ultimately find our purpose. So there's another way of looking at that. Hey, Honey Pat, how are you? Mwah, mwah. So, yeah, and again, Jupiter in conjunct the North Node. All right, this is a time of reassessment where, maybe with that Mars finding stuff, the moon asking us to just step back into ourselves a little bit, all of the things that I've just spoken about, the reassessment of where my true path, my true North Node is asking me to go. And then again, with that South Node asking, are you doing things that are worthy and making you feel well? Good morning, Sean. How are you? I hope all of your moving went well. Let's draw a card. I'm going to draw one of these today. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm like 2 weeks ahead of myself now, which feels so good. Oh, thank you, Honey Pat. And I'm just, I just really want you guys to just make sure that you're within yourself, are feeling strong and resilient to the challenges that are coming our way. All right. I'm looking at the days ahead and I'm like, there's a lot of sensory overload, valuing who you are and what you authentically feel. All right. It does not matter. Like, if you are just in, you're sensing what you need on the inside, and do not worry about all the things that are on the outside. All right. As you are moving through these next couple of weeks, it's definitely about just being present and just doing what you need with no other concern about anyone else, of course, unless you are, you know, you are a primary caregiver or something like that. Because in these crazy times, if you're not looking after yourself, then who is looking after you? Okay. All right, what card is going to be perfect? This one. Ooh. All is calm upon these shores. Oh my God, there we go. That is absolutely perfect. All right. So now, you know, when I'm saying harnessing tension and building strength and resilience, yeah, obviously I'm going to use that squats analogy. You know, the tension that creates something that strengthens you in the long run, right? In the moment, you don't want to do it, but you know that that's the thing that's going to keep you standing straight, walking tall, being sure-footed. All right. So, you know, whether this is a physical thing or just a spiritual perspective, then again, it's about building strength and resilience so that the potentially rocky road ahead you can walk with grace and ease because you are strong and centered. All right, so this is card number 29. All right, glasses. All right, oh my God, they are so dirty. Sorry, I can't even. I need new glasses. See, this is what I've been avoiding. I need to go and get new glasses. I got some from Specsavers and they were just, at first they were amazing and then they were like, this just feels like magnifying glasses. Anyway, all right. Calm and centered sense of self with radical self-acceptance, peaceful interactions with others and releasing attachment. There are days when you know you've done all you can and surrendered your attachments to outcomes, trusting that things will turn out the way that they will. When you reach this moment, you experience a kind of satisfaction and accomplishment that may not even have anything concrete or any real perceived success connected to it. You just know peace and serenity. This may be fleeting, but it doesn't matter how long you stay at peace. Once you know that feeling, you can always return to it. There we go. Sounds like a funny story there, Jay. All right. The way to these calm inner shores is simple. Meditation and prayer coupled with surrendering your wants and your attachments to the will of the divine, being humble and grateful for what you have in front of you. And I'm just going to add there, being self-aware and continually doing something. So this human meat bag that we walk around in that carries our consciousness is healthy and strong and not in a state of cognitive decline. All right. Okay. We have the power to make sure that what our vessel is going to give us longevity for the rest of our lives. So I just wanted to add that bit. All right. Letting go of the need to control or change anything outside yourself is key. This is not a passive state, but rather an action of choice. Like radical self-acceptance is accepting what you cannot change. The Serenity Prayer beautifully outlines this. Goddess, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Peace is the state of knowing that all is well, so enjoy it because it is. There we go. So that is absolutely perfect. So even though you know, that is talking about a sense of calm, it's also just that self-centeredness. And yeah, going back to the words for today, all day we might feel that moon in Aquarius. All right, I'm just more concerned about everybody else at the moment. Give me a little bit of space. With that opposition to Venus. So if there is a little bit of tension in relationships, give people the freedom and space that they need. No biggie. It's not that they don't love you. It's just they're like, I'm feeling a little bit claustrophobic or whatever. Now, at 10 o'clock, if you are avoiding something, just you have the opportunity to start. All right, set a timer for 10 minutes. Do you know, whatever, what tools have you got in your toolbox that have previously got you started on things that you are avoiding? All right, you know, there's always the do the warm-ups, set the timer, just, you know, do one draw. Whatever it is that you are avoiding, just do a little bit and you'll find that the dopamine will get you started and you'll get on a roll. So, and then, like I said, that 9 p.m. in conjunct to the North Node, I think this is just the acceptance that we are allowed to change the things that are not working for us, or the coincidence and the symbols that are showing us that maybe we need to alter our path a little bit. And because we are proud of ourselves, Jupiter in Leo, and we know that we can do hard things, Saturn in Aries, we are able to just get started and get going. So I hope this day finds you calm and doing all the things that is necessary for yourself. And yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Tomorrow, again, I think tomorrow is another one where we can just step back a little bit. And Jen, it is back in Tasmania. Oh my God, I sent Jen a parcel. Oh, what? It was early last week. And we have been watching it go from Tassie to Melbourne to Sydney, back to Melbourne. Now it's in Tassie. So hopefully you get that today, Jen, because it's going to be, it's, you know, it's well traveled. So everybody, mwah, massive love, and I will see you, maybe see you tomorrow, probably see you tomorrow. So see ya.